Hey, so this is what you do to clean up a post that gets sent to your site in either draft or publish mode in just plain text in the classic editor. I'll show you what you need to do once you get an article syndicated. You do need to clean it up a bit. So the first thing is to make sure you have it in the right size that looks good for your specific site. So for us, we like the subheadings to be H3. You can delete the introduction, usually a bit extraneous, and then you have everything else be H4. And this is because it looks great on our site this way. So I'm just going to go through and update everything. And then towards the end, you want to make sure to delete this part, the conclusion. So again, also if you take a look, preview change, you'll see that this looks good for our site. Next, you want to go in and add in the call to actions because, what's the point of having content if you don't have good call to action? So after the first big paragraph, go to add media and just scroll down until you see the horizontal banner ads that are our call to actions to our own site. So you insert these and then just make sure here it's center custom URL full size. Obviously the custom URL, you would want to link it to something. So for this first one, verified buyers and sellers, that's clearly a recruiting pitch. So just right click on careers, or you can copy link or just open, and then you do just paste /careers. You scroll down a little bit, at least 2 paragraphs, and then you insert the next one. And this one, our experience, your advantage. This middle one is just a generic call to action. So you can just put our homepage. And then the last one should go at the very end of the article at the bottom, add media. This last one is time for change. This is a recruiting one. So remember, just go to careers, if easier, copy, and then put this here. Next, we'll want to break up some of these huge paragraphs. So if you take a look, you'll see that these are, large walls of text. So especially this. So what we want to do is try, every couple of sentences, just try to break it up. If you feel like this one's too long, you can do it as well. So I would say every couple of sentences, use your judgment. If you're looking at approximate, maybe 3-4 lines in this format at least. That's what I do. So like every couple of sentences, that's probably a pretty good rule. And if there's an extra one, just bump it. So you see another couple of sentences, just do that. And it doesn't need to be exact also. I mean, this is just kind of you can play it by ear a little bit too. So. Whoops. So as you see, this is what I'm doing, every couple of sentences. And, it also depends on the sentence length as well, right? If you have a very short sentence, maybe it doesn't need to be 2 sentences, it could be 3. So we're just having more manageable paragraphs here. And then you can eventually speed this up quite a bit once you get more used to it. And of course, this should and can be automated. Okay, so we've skipped ahead and done that. You can see that if you hit preview, it's a lot more manageable. Now the next step is to add in some internal and external links. So what should we link to? Well, go to our blog, and you can also go to the blog of any of our sister companies as well, and just find relevant, or relatively new, for example, articles to link to. And what you can do is use any AI service. So for example, Bard is something offered by Google for free. You can use ChatGPT. There's a free version of ChatGPT. So let's see if it works. So as you can see, it wasn't that helpful with Google Bard, but ChatGPT does a good job. As you can see, I just wrote 1 to 2 sentence pro tip, add to the bottom, make sure you hyperlink to it, and it does a very good job of giving you these. And then basically what you can do is just say, hey, do one more, and then just copy and paste the link here. Super simple. And then you just copy and paste this. And just copy and paste it where there are no banner images. And just remember to make this bold, hyperlinks already there. And then, so for example, this one, we can add another one. Do it again. So we've gone ahead and skipped and finished the rest of this. So there's pro tips everywhere. You can take a look now to see how it looks. Remember, always in pre. And now you see these pro tips that are nicely inserted with internal linking to our other pages and sometimes to our sister companies. So this is great. Now just make sure that this is today's date, January 8th, 2024, and let's just say 9 a.m. So you don't want to do it in the future. Make sure it's today's date. Don't worry about the categories and tags. Featured image, don't worry, it's already comes optimized. And then just for this, make sure you have the title, which comes as is. Okay, and then for the meta description, you can write something like this. This is just an example here. It actually does a pretty decent job. You give it a few of the subsections, maybe the entire outline based on the title, 140 characters or less. Feel free to use something similar to this. But then, I mean, these are all reasonable for a first draft. So take a look. Copy and paste that here. Double check your work, hit preview, and then hit publish or update. This way you can see the post. Just take a look one more time, make sure everything looks reasonable, there's no weird formatting or anything that you messed up on. And then this is good to go. So now just copy this link and share it with the team.